Hello and welcome to the Glint Cafe, situated on the Broadway shops here at Reservoir. That should already tell you that I'm situated right near Reservoir Station, as I'll be doing the first video in my brand new video series about interchange stations across the Melbourne network. This is just a nice coffee. Now, as I wait for my food, let's head up to the station so I can show you everything about Reservoir Station, one of Melbourne's interchange stations, which I'll tell you guys more about later in the video. So, let's go. You know what? Change of plan. I told you guys I was going to meet you up at the station, but let's just start with the surrounding areas of Reservoir Station. Right now, I am on the Broadway shops on High Street. There is also the Broadway shops on the other side of Spring Street. Right now, I am on the eastern side. The western side is a bit smaller, but it is just a humongous strip of shops. You know, Reservoir, you know, like the Italian district, you know, and then it's got all the other ethnicities. I mean, it just expands downward. Alrighty, currently I'm on the other side of Reservoir Station, and this is the Edwards and Spring Street shopping strip. Just like Broadway, but just a lot smaller, and people just call them Broadway, or I call them Broadway just to connect the two. So it's a lot smaller, and actually that direction heads to Eggers Lake. I don't know what I was pointing at in the other direction. Actually, the other direction heads to the Darebin Creek. Yeah, I think I'm also incorrect. If you look down there, there's some more shops. There's even a Coles down there. It's just, there's shops all around Reservoir Station. It is a hub where people will stop. That's why it is an interchange station, which I will give an explanation. Just wait for the fun facts. So there's a lot of shops here. It's just like how I gave a description for Melbourne Central. There's too many shops here for me to report on. There's just a lot of shops for all your needs. Now, before I get to the station, I've got a quick question to ask you. If you remember traveling through this area before 2019, or, you know, 20 years prior to today, you may remember the horror, the absolute horror it was to drive through this area when the train line was back on the ground level. Yes, High Street level crossing removal was probably one of the best LXRP projects to ever happen on the Melbourne network. This place looked like a nightmare to drive through, and as an L-plater, I would die if I had to drive through this. Now, let's talk a little bit about what really was happening here. So, in 1991, the brand new reconfigured High Street level crossing was open, and with that arrangement existed until the grade separation back in 2019. The station received multiple awards, including Sustainability Award at the Australasian Rail Industry Awards. It was also shortlisted on the 2021 Victorian Architecture Awards, and Reservoir Station became the first station in all of Australia to win the 5-star Green Star Awards. Now that I'm almost finished with the surrounding areas of Reservoir Station, which is just incredible, I'm Italian, like I've always been to Reservoir, I kind of understand it a bit more. But besides that, I'm right now in front of the 901 bus stop, which is probably one of the heavily used bus routes from Reservoir Station, because the 901 takes many university students to La Trobe University Bundoora campus. Now, Reservoir Station also has the 552, which goes from northeast Reservoir to Northgate Plaza, the 553 from Preston to West Preston, the 555 from Epping Pacific to Northland Shopping Centre, the 556 to Epping Pacific to Northland Shopping Centre, the 558 to Epping to Northwest Reservoir, and then the 561 from McLeod to Pascoe Vale Station. Yeah, these are all the connections here at Reservoir Station. Also, there is the bike trail that goes along the station. It says on the sign the North Pipe Trail. It connects onto the St. George's Road Trail. Why don't I now head into the station and tell you guys about all the key features of Reservoir Station. Alrighty, let's talk about the key features here at Reservoir Station. So you got the downstairs area. Alrighty, so this is the downstairs area of Reservoir Station. It has its Mikey Tapple machines. Top machines are just around the customer service spot. There is a waiting room in here. There's a red kiosk engine, the red engine kiosk. Toilets just there, and then there's the lift and stairs to get up to the platform. And you got this upstairs area. Thanks Adam for telling me what was downstairs. But upstairs on the actual platform is just everything you normally would see. You got our PIDs, you got bins, you got seats, you got the emergency assistance button. You know, there's a vending machine section just there. You got the lift to get back down, you got the stairs to get back down. You know, you got everything that you normally see on an elevated rebuilt station that won awards that I just told you guys about, or unless I cut that out. Anyway, who cares? Now let's talk about the fun facts of Reservoir Station. Now, Reservoir Station is operated by Metro Trains Melbourne, as it is situated on the Mernda line, and it is located in the northeastern suburb of Reservoir in Melbourne. As Reservoir Station is an elevated premium station featuring an island platform, as it opened on the 8th of October 1889. With the current station provided in December of 2019. Reservoir Station opened when the Inner Circle line was extended from North Fitzroy Station on the 23rd of December of the same year. The line was also extended to Epping. Like the suburb itself, the station was named after the 3 reservoirs that were constructed to hold Melbourne's water supplies from the Yan Yan River. Now, the station was originally the terminus for suburban services on the Whittlesea line, the old line that cut back to Lalor, then to Epping, then to South Marine, and then back to Mernda. And then the line was duplicated in December of 1910. In July of 1921, Reservoir became the terminus of suburban electric trains, which is completely different to what I said earlier. And in 1959, the duplication of line between Keon Park to Reservoir Station was provided. Now, in the early hours of the 13th of July 1975, a deliberately damaged Harris motor car 567M and Tate motor car 345M, which were both stabled at the station, were burnt down. I already talked to you guys about the horror of High Street level crossing and how the station won a couple of awards in its rebuild. So let me show you guys a montage of all the trains arriving and departing from Reservoir Station whilst I've been here. So let's go. Currently filming on Saturdays absolutely sucks. 20-minute frequencies, honestly horrendous. And it's F1 weekend. Why aren't the trains like every 10 minutes? You see the amount of people that are here wearing the different cars? Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes. Hey, if Ferrari comes P1, P2, Lygon Street is going to be absolutely booming. But this is in the future when I'm recording, so who knows what happens. And also, you may be asking, what qualifies as an interchange station and what happened to junction station videos? That series has officially ended, with the last one being Newmarket Station. I get confused between the two stations. And now interchange station. What qualifies as an interchange station is the fact there needs to be a single or multiple services that terminate here at Reservoir Station or whatever station to qualify as an interchange station, so then people can change their train to continue on their journey. They're not changing lines, they're just changing trains. There's a tongue twister in there for you. Now, Reservoir Station during the 2024 and 2025 period saw about 757,800 people. That's about 2,076.1 people per day arriving and departing from Reservoir Station during that time period. Now, why don't I catch the next train out of here and I'll be heading to the city. Let's go to the F1. No, I'm tired because I watched the opening ceremony for the Winter Paralympic Games. Who else loves the Olympics? Anyway, let's just get out of here. Alrighty, right now as my train arrives into Reservoir Station, my time here is unfortunately up and I'm heading to wherever I want to go next. So let me quickly hop onto this train and hopefully you guys have liked the first video in my new Interchange video series. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.